Hey, what's happening, YouTube? Thanks for stopping back into the channel. Today, right here with Rust Belt Mechanic, and today we are just having a nice chilled out live stream post-Christmas special. You know, we're all feeling all the endorphins of getting all those cool gifts and everything, filling out all that full belly from all the way too much Christmas feast stuff that we probably should not have had. I know. I actually did pretty good this Christmas. We didn't get to go a whole lot of places, which was actually really nice. You know, you have some of those years, especially when you have some little ones, that you end up, flying all over the country and getting all around and having to go to like 13 different freaking Christmases. And, sometimes it's fun. Sometimes, what's up, Couple of people jumping in here. Shaka coming in. No news on trailer, at least the old one. So I will be putting out a video this next week. I have to have a trailer, so I ended up taking the insurance. I had insurance on it, and so I ended up purchasing a brand new trailer just a couple of days ago. Just picked it up, so I will be having a video out on that one here, this week sometime or around then. But I had to have a trailer. Unfortunately, we gave it the best chance that we possibly could trying to find it. We put the bolo out on my channel. We put it out on a bunch of other channels and everything. But unfortunately, it was not found. So that's what we're going to be working on here going on the next week. Delirium says he's currently in his second semester of automotive technology. Any tips or suggestions in your future? If you have or have not had electrical diagnostic class within your second semester, I hope you're on your second course of it. You really, really need to make sure you do a good job in your electrical classes, because they will be carrying through to just about everything that you have to do in any other course or class. So make sure you keep up on your electrical diag class. My watch is going off here thinking that, it wants me to do some dumb shit. All right, good to go now. Guess what you scored for Christmas? I don't know, Mark, what'd you score for Christmas? Yes, go sign up for Scanner Danner Premium. That is a fantastic online course if you're one of the guys who learns pretty decently about, through online training and things. He does a great job and everything on there. But anyways, also tonight, well, I guess it's still kind of daytime. I wanted to get this thing in early today because I didn't want to, kind of move in and along a lot of other people's live streams and everything, hit up everybody else while they're still feeling good about the holiday spirit. And we're going to give away some tools today. Hunters One, I am from Ohio. So today we're going to be giving away two tools. First one we're going to be giving away is the Trebus Tools O2 sensor wrench, one of their brand new 7/8 ratcheting O2 sensor wrenches. I did a review on this wrench couple months back, like literally the 1st of October, right when it came out on the market. It is an awesome tool. Lots of other guys have been doing reviews on it, and they've been absolutely killing it in the market. They're for taking out anything pretty much O2 sensor, NOx sensor, anything that's 7/8 ratcheting. These things are freaking amazing. I'm going to open this one up here and show you, because it's got the extension and everything with it as well. Get it out here. You can see it comes in this nice blow molded plastic cases. Signed. If you really want it signed, I will gladly sign the tool for you. No problem. You can see we've got the nice knurled extension handle, which takes it from about 6.5 inches to about 12.5 inches there. So my span's about 10.5, 11 inches. So maybe about 14 or so, right around there. So really awesome tool. Ratcheting all the way around. Has the nice little edges right here. So if you're in an off place when you want to be able to take this thing down, you can ratchet it back to an open spot to be able to get your O2 sensor out. So we're going to be giving that away. That's about I think they retail for about 130 bucks. So this is one heavy duty tool. If you guys have not held any of the Toolbox tools ratcheting wrenches, they are some solid material tools. So great tool. We're going to be giving that one away. Yeah, I was down in Alabama this last week, or about a week and a half ago, doing some videos and everything through SP Tools. Did some of the electrical diag series down there with them and had a good time doing it. But yeah, I'll be heading back down to SP Tools for you guys who are, living in the South or anything. We're going to be going back down there about the end of January. I don't have the exact date on it. I'll be letting you guys know how to get in for the giveaway or anything here in a few minutes. It's going to be live on here, so you have to be in here. I'll be going down at the end of January when the new toolboxes come in. So, yeah, I know you are. So we've got the brand new SP Tools toolboxes that I helped to kind of develop with them. They are going to be coming in right about the second, third-ish week of January. And as soon as they get in, that's when I'm going to be flying down there, doing some videos, live streams, everything, going to be showing you this brand new toolbox line that we're coming out with. It's going to be something everybody's going to love to see. It's going to be brand new, great to the industry, and the pricing and everything on these freaking toolbox lineups are going to be amazing. Going to be amazing. Ginger Snap, if you haven't seen the review from Kuhn Trucking, he did a really good review on this one and put it over a bunch of different hoses, hydraulic, power steering hose, as well as a lot of the other ones that would fit anything for the 7/8 size. So he used that, as well as the he's done a review also on the Toolbox Tools ratcheting wrenches, not just the O2 sensor wrench. They have the full set of ratcheting wrenches for the larger sizes. And actually coming out here very soon, they're going to have smaller sizes for like brake lines, like 10 millimeter through 14 millimeters. So that's going to be some really big stuff coming up here from what the little birdie tells me here in the next month-ish. You're going to be seeing those live on the market. Mr. Everyday Fleet Tech jumping in on the house. Bill Mick, what's up, guys? Glad seeing everybody in here, kind of chilling out, having a good time after Christmas. I want to hear some of the stuff you cool guys got for Christmas this year. Leave those down in the comments here. I want to see some really cool things that you guys picked up. Get some new toolboxes, some new diag gear. Your wife got you a new Snap-on Zeus. All right, yeah. Said nobody ever. Socks. Socks. Oh, shit, man. Mark got him a Hobart MIG TIG welder set up. Oh, that's awesome. That's an awesome setup. So now I know who to go to when I need stuff welded. I'm thinking very hard on getting a new bumper setup from Move for the truck. They just came out with a brand new bumper setup, kind that I really like on there. So might be coming over to you, see about doing some welding. Got some new C-clamps. Yeah. Well, I bet you wanted one. I'd love to have one if I had a shop to be able to do some stuff like that in right now. That's what this thing is killing me. Wife got me a guitar strap. I bought myself a new present, a 2020 Ram Laramie. Thank you very much. And that's how you do Christmas right there, boys and girls. Everyday Fleet Tech. And his better side of himself, the Mr. Merca, doing some reviews on some sweet, we'll say, pew-pews. I was really enjoying that one. Yeah, Mark, I will. Definitely, man. Blackstone Grill. Hell yeah. Dude, I love grilling out. We've got, so Captain Ron, he ended up getting himself one of those new Ninja Foodies, the one that like flips up out of the way. That thing is pretty freaking neat, I'd have to say so. Got the new Matco TPMS tool. Now that's a pretty nice little unit right there. It very much is. You should install the 2005 Cadillac S Voice Center console because it didn't cooled cup holders and seats. Yeah. If it's not broken, fix it. Hey, what's up, buddy? Glad to see you jumping in on the channel here. And then, for all you other guys here, the other thing that we're going to be giving away, this one's a little bit bigger, heavier, the new gear wrench. Let's see if we get the glare out of there. Gear wrench deep bolt biter set. Got to get rid of this one. It is there. I believe it's a 10-piece set. Yeah, 10-piece deep bolt extractor set. Great for getting lug nuts and everything out. So being going to be giving away one of those as well. So some really cool things that we got to give away here tonight. 4-inch MBRP for the LBZ. Awesome. Sorry, Cody. Unfortunately, no SB tools on this one. We're going to be doing some really cool stuff with SB tools here very soon. Give it just a minute, Hunter. We're going to go through it and we'll do the giveaways here live. I haven't given any instructions on it or anything yet. We'll probably just do some number drawing on here since there's not going to be a whole lot of people on Sunday afternoon and all, but that's okay. We like having, you know, this nice little close knit group here. Well, I bought me a 3/8 snap-on fixed head and bought a bigger blower for your Hellcat Red Eye. Yes. Now, who did you go through, Lane, for the blower on your Hellcat? So another one of the things that we're going to be doing here on the channel is our 300 build, and I picked up a Hellcat supercharger for this kit. Now, it's got a front pulley issue, so I'm kind of looking for places to go through to kind of get that one done here in the next couple of months. Not really a big rush on that one, but yeah. Yeah, Mario, I want to hear what kind of smoke machine did you end up going for and getting? Smoke Pro Air from Bill Mick. So there's another cool thing that just reminds me. While I was down in Alabama this last time, we were looking at getting a brand new smoke machine set up, and the one that we're looking at from this company who's developing it, it's pretty freaking amazing. If you guys don't know smoke machines, one of the biggest things that I really like to see in it is the nicer ones that can also do not only smoke, but the air and the pressure testing as well, and put out enough air pressure to be able to check for boost leaks on the diesel trucks, since that's what, you know, we kind of deal with here in Ohio a little bit more. So I like seeing the smoke machines that are able to put out at least, you know, 20 pounds of boost or so on the minimal side. So I like to see the ones that have where you can hook up to shop air and have it regulated to be able to do that one. Autol has an internal pump, no need for a compressor. Oh yeah, those ones. Yes, they do. What's up, Joshua? Good to see you jumping in here today. So today, something else was pretty cool. For this Christmas, my little boy, he ended up turning 10 just before Christmas, this about a month or two ago. And this year for Christmas, I ended up getting him his first BB gun, which when I was young, that was a pretty big deal for me. Being able to get my first firearm, BB gun, to kind of show you the ins and outs, being able to show him, hey, this is how the safety works, showing him correct trigger safety, barrel safety, how everything works for down the line, being able to show, you know, the proper way of using firearms and not really have to worry about, you know, blowing somebody's head off or something along those lines. So ended up picking up his first BB gun and got to go out and shoot it today. And literally we got set down, we got set up, put him at a nice little bench setup, put a target out about 15 yards or so, 10, 15 yards. And I had plinked a couple before to kind of, because that was a Daisy model that had pump and it had a scope for him. And so I sighted in, and literally the first thing that he pulled up, got it all set up and everything for him, got it pulled down, pulled the trigger, and just plink, hit the first thing, and his eyes and his face lit up like nobody's business. Man, it was so great to be able to see that kind of stuff. Scotty Kilmer. Oh man, I will just say Scotty Kilmer is a character in himself, and yeah, we don't really want to go down that road. There's some things in this world that you listen to and you just have one of those sounds or one of those voices that make you want to just scratch your eyeballs all the way out, and that voice right there is one of those things in life. Yeah, it's not that great. Keep the booger flicker off the bang switch until you're ready to go boom. I like that one, man. I like that one. That's true, James. He hates anything that's not a Toyota, especially if it's a Dodge. Oh, man. He has hard rips on anything that says Dodge, Ram, Mopar, anything along those lines. He thinks they're the worst cars in the world. Whatever, Mark. Whatever. I see how that one is. I bought a 4.9 Kenny Bell kit. Oh, okay. So you went with a different kind of supercharger altogether. You didn't end up getting that one reworked or anything like that. Okay. Oh, 205 at a 6-month mark. Should start jumping out of a trunk in your videos. No, now, Mario, you're going to have to do that one, but you're going to have to do it out of like this kind of really, really tiny little car. You're like, yeah, let's do this. You know, like out of the back of like a little Toyota Celica or something like that. Sorry, Joshua, I'm not going to have anybody coming on with me tonight. We're just going to do some giveaways and have some good time just chatting on here. That would be a really, really good, funny one. So we've got about 40 people in here right now, and I feel like doing one of these giveaways. We'll just go ahead and do the first one for tonight. We'll give away the Trebus Tools O2 sensor wrench. For you guys who did not see this before, we're going to be giving this one away. Separating extension handle. Very nice, well crafted. Knurling on it, and these are super heavy duty tools. 7/8 O2 sensor wrench. Flex head is 180 degrees flexible. Ratcheting all the way around. Great for O2 sensors. That's what it's made for. Any kind of other after treatment system sensors for diesels especially. They're also coming out with a 15/16 version for the guys who work on the bigger trucks for your bigger NOx sensors or ammonia sensors that run 15/16. So that's going to be something else as well. Oh yeah, it is pretty freaking awesome to have. Okay, so how we're going to do the giveaway for this one here tonight is we're going to guess numbers. So I am going to get a little thing here, pen and paper, and I'm going to write a number down, and you cool cats are going to be guessing that number. Don't be guessing yet. I don't want to see 150 numbers on here yet. I don't want to see it. You don't even know what we're guessing. So we're going to be guessing between, we'll say, 0 and 200. You know, there's 40 people in here. 0 and 200. First person to guess this number that I wrote down on the back of this piece of paper is going to win. So you guys can go ahead and start guessing. You guys can guess as many times as you want to. When I see the number, pop up here, I will flip around and we will say who is going to win this one. Well, one was very close. We've had no guesses on it yet. Ooh, some very close ones. Oh, man, we were on both sides of the number. I've seen both sides of the number. Now, you guys are going to have to be careful on some of the spamming and stuff. You don't want to get caught doing, slinging in too many numbers all at once. Oh, there it is. All right, we see it. Honda guy guessed it first. It is 144. That Honda guy was the first person to guess 144. That is, gosh, the glare on this thing. 144 is the number on that one. Check that one out. So congratulations, buddy. You're winning the O2 sensor wrench from Toolbox Tools. And what's really cool is you're also an Ohio guy, and these things are made right here in Ohio. So really cool thing. They are made right in Englewood, Ohio. Very cool thing to see. American made. Literally every piece of this. Hey, what's Grease Monkey? What's up, man? Every single piece of these wrenches are made right here in the States. And actually, 98% of this wrench is made right in Englewood, Ohio. Literally the only parts of this tool is there's two pawls down inside of the wrench down in here. And they have a couple of spring detents down inside of those. Those springs are made up in, I want to say like Massachusetts. That's the only part of the tool that's not made in Ohio. So pretty awesome there. Look at McBait cruising in here. What's up, buddy? Stop in and say Merry freaking Christmas. Merry Christmas to you two and your family. Hope you guys have been having an awesome end of your year here. I know the golf cart business may not be booming all that great into the cold months and crappiness here in which Ohio is, but hopefully you're doing all right. So congratulations to my buddy, the Honda guy, on pulling out a win for the Toolbox O2 sensor ratcheting wrench. We still got one more tool to give away here in the next, 15, 20 minutes or so. But we're going to be giving away our gear wrench 10-piece deep bolt extraction set. So we're going to be giving that one away here shortly. So you guys want to stay cruising in here for that one. Yeah, it's not. Hey, you got a couple of weeks off. That's all right. Yep, we're still going to be giving away one more tool. So guys, don't worry about it. If you had lots of money, how big would Car Garage would it be, and how many cars would I have? So I've got, I wish I could have a massive garage. Like I've got plans to where if I buy a nice piece of land, I would literally be one of those guys that you see, the ones that take those big barns and change them into a house. I would build a 170 by 90 foot building, and like half of it or so would be a house and the other half of it would be a garage, but it'd all be within the same big steel building. So really, really cool. I'd love to see that one. Larry asked the improved durability of the tool for the, I'm guessing you're saying the Toolbox Tools wrench. If you haven't seen, I did a video on this one showing how much this actual wrench would be able to take and still function. We had this one hitting over 300 foot-pounds before it started to get a failure on it. So 300 plus foot-pounds on that one. It's pretty nuts. If you're putting more than usually 200 foot-pounds on a wrench or anything with an O2 sensor, something's wrong. You're getting a torch out and something is going to be breaking in another direction. Yeah. Yes, with a loft movie theater. Oh, that would be so awesome. That would be so much greater. For your LML, which CP3 should you convert to? I guess it just would be what kind of a build you're kind of looking at, what kind of injectors, what kind of fuel system, whether you want to get, I'm guessing you're asking what company to go through or what size to go through, whether you're looking at getting a standard size, a 10 mil, 12 mil, all depends on that one. Yeah, this one is much more beefed up to be able to handle all these rusted, crusted O2 sensors. The standard wrenches, they're not rated for this high because it's not really what they're made to do. They're made for hydraulic lines and tooling, which rarely sees over like 40, 50 foot-pounds. So it's not really what they're made for. This one is made to handle crappy, rusty, junk exhaust to be able to get these crappy O2 sensors out. So that's what's really cool about those. Hope you had a nice Christmas too there, Tyler. Yeah, man. So another thing that I kind of wanted to talk about was something that might be coming up here. I don't know if it's the next month, maybe 2 months or so, is something different. And he just reminded me on this one, fuel system wise on the Duramax. So I was contacted by a company this last, I guess, couple weeks or so, and I've been contacting back and forth, and I'm kind of looking into the idea of running my truck on a vegetable oil fuel system. Now, I know I'm going to hear a lot of crap from people on this one, but they've got some pretty revolutionary stuff to be able to go along with this system. It's going to run off of filtered waste vegetable oil, like literally the stuff that you pick up out of McDonald's, their trash that they put out afterwards. It has to go through a special filtration process. Don't really have to kind of dig in or add any other chemicals or anything like that, but it's going to be able to allow my truck to run on just straight vegetable oil at a certain time. So I don't know, going to be something pretty neat to be able to see. McDonald's sponsored Duramax. I don't think we're going that far. Why? That's a good question on that one. So I want to be able, at first, I was going to be wanting to do a bigger fuel system because towing my truck or towing my trailer, especially I've been towing it up to Michigan, towing it to the Outer Banks, towing it down all the way down to Alabama, and I'm getting decent fuel mileage and everything, but my fuel tank has some really, just does not get very good mileage because I only have a 21 or 22 gallon fuel tank. So I'm looking to try to get more mileage for the thing. And then he contacted me about this one. So the availability of getting an extra like 70 plus gallon food, waste vegetable oil tank on top of the diesel tank that I already run. Where would I get the oil? Well, some places will still allow you to do it. You have to kind of get onto with a co-op, and some of the local places will definitely allow you to do it. I've talked to one or two little places locally here that would allow me to take their waste vegetable oil or peanut oil. The system will also run on peanut oil. Does your start work on show? I'm not sure what you're asking there, Daniel. Yeah, I know I can buy a bigger tank. There are some companies like Titan fuel tanks. I was looking back at that one. Take it back to stock height. No, sorry, James. That's one that's probably not going to happen. I love my truck exactly where it's at. It's not insanely lifted like those guys who lift theirs 10 to 12 inches. I like the 6.5, 7-inch lift that my truck has. It works perfect for that one. So this waste vegetable oil system, I thought it was pretty interesting. You have to have a diesel fuel system. Daniel, my truck was the same exact color. When I did the Raptor liner, I tinted it the same color that it was, so I didn't have to do the door jambs or between the bed and the cab of the truck. So with this waste vegetable system, you have to have the diesel system along with it. That's mostly because we live here in Ohio, and when things get colder, they tend to congeal a little bit more, and vegetable oil definitely gets a lot thicker at colder temperatures. Now, the optimum temperature for the correct viscosity and consistency for the waste vegetable oil to be run through the diesel system is right around 160 degrees. So the system cannot run until it is heated up to that point. So what do you have to do for getting it up to that? You have to run the truck on diesel to start off with. You're going to run that one, and then the tank will either have a heating grid or an internal heater that is able to be put in with the sending unit, an electrical heater to be able to heat up that waste vegetable oil inside the tank until it's able to reach that internal temperature of 150, 160 degrees. At that point, a little controller would take over, shut off the diesel fuel part of the fuel system. It wouldn't pump any more diesel from the tank, and it would just bypass and pump the vegetable oil up into the existing steel fuel lines and all the way up through the system. Now, my truck does not have the factory fuel filter put onto the front of it, so that doesn't matter at all. I'm not going to be worried about plugging that fuel filter up or anything like that at all. So it would be bypassing that and running the waste vegetable oil up to the front. When you go to shut the vehicle off, you have to shut the vehicle off, and it would have a timer to which it would still continue to run for a little bit amount of time, like 20-30 seconds, to get the waste vegetable oil out of the fuel lines, because you don't want that gelling up in the cold weather afterwards. Easy enough. Put some diesel fuel back into the fuel lines for an easier startup the next time. So I'm pretty much looking forward to this one. It's going to be something awesome. Daniel asked, what color was it? Yeah, mine was it was silver birch metallic, I think was the actual paint coat on my truck. What's up, Jake? Good to see you in here. Fuel mileage. Yeah, on this one, Lane, also mine, we're guessing it's about 750 horse, so that'll be something really neat to be able to see the Veggie Max, because I don't think I've ever seen a lot of other trucks. Yeah, I'm sure there's some specialty ones out there that run over 400 horse on, minor upgrades on vegetable oil. So seeing a 750 horse compound turbo Duramax running on vegetable oil or even peanut oil. Ooh, peanut oil from like Five Guys, man, that wouldn't be good. I'd be driving hungry all the time. That stuff would coagulate a lot faster than diesel would. Yes, it does. It does coagulate a lot faster in cold temperatures. That's why you run heaters in the tank at the initial line point to make sure it gets up to the correct temp. And then when you shut it off, it has to run the diesel fuel back through the system to clean the lines out of that one. What do you think of the new Chevy commercials? I really don't know. I don't see a whole lot of them because I don't watch a whole lot of TV. Watch a lot of movies and stuff online, but I actually don't even have cable. JC Smith, what's up, man? No, I did not get my trailer back. I ended up saying, hey, I need a trailer. I ended up taking the payout from my insurance, and I just picked up a new trailer this week, and hopefully I'll be getting out a new video to you guys here this next week as well on the brand new trailer that I ended up picking up. Yeah, unfortunately, no, didn't get it found or anything like that. Yeah, the only thing that I want to find out on this waste vegetable oil system is just making sure that I have a good enough, I guess, supply from local places to be able to get the fuel from that I want to be able to have it there and used and stored and everything when I need and want it. The other thing that you guys got to think about when switching over to the waste vegetable oil, the systems, this is the part that I've been doing the most amount of, I guess, looking into, is the cleaning of the waste vegetable oil. Now, you don't have to do any chemical additives or anything like that to be able to run it through the fuel system. As a matter of fact, a lot of guys who've done testing on these systems say that the vegetable oil or peanut oil will actually have a better lubricating property for the injectors internally than diesel fuel does. It'll run great. It'll run clean. The thing you have to make sure is that you get it cleaned, actually the fuel cleaned a lot better. So unfortunately, we have to set up a kind of specialty purification or filtration system at the house to be able to get it filtered down to, I would like to get it down to at least 2 microns, putting it through a filter along those lines. They're a lot of different ways to be able to set up a waste vegetable oil filtration system, all the way from being super cheap about it, heating it up in big pans and then running it through hand strainers and filters. Lots of labor in that one and kind of a pain in the butt. Or they have it to where you can run like this $2,000 centrifuge system, which it will, you don't even have to use a screen or anything, and it'll filter out everything down to 1 micron. So really cool stuff. Where is SP Tools made? What country? So SP Tools is an Australian company. The majority of their tools are made in Taiwan and Japan. The largest majority of those. Yes, it does, JC. And that's one of the things that I am coming around to having to figure out how I would set stuff up, because I don't really have a barn or anything to be able to set up this big filtration system setup or anything. On a lot of the forums, a lot of the guys show like their filter shed or their lube shed, whatever they're going to call it, and show how they have their filter setups kind of put together within sheds or barns and stuff. And some of the guys have pretty elaborate setups to where it takes up a good 20 by 10 foot section of a shed or a barn. And you guys can get crazy elaborate on this. These guys put it up into a receiving bin that runs it through an initial strainer and pump, what puts it up into your first bin. That goes down into a modified hot water heater. From that one, heats up to a certain degree, gets pumped through a different pump in the system down to your $1,500 waste vegetable oil centrifuge, which gets everything filtered out down through 1 or 2 microns, and then eventually down into a holding tank, cleaned right there. So, yep. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I know on that one. She may not be too happy about it, but you know what? I think it's going to be a fun one. What's up, Just Wrench It? Good to see you in here, buddy. Yeah, SP is a full tool company. They've got a full tool lineup, everything from sockets, pneumatics, electrical tools, everything down the road. You can see them at www.sptoolsusa.com. That is the company I work for. So just an FYI on that one. If you guys do like and want to see SP Tools and like to purchase anything on their site, just remember that the code RUSTBELT at checkout is still good for 10% off anything on the site. I can't pull you the new Silverado made in Mexico. Yeah, they're working on getting SP trucks out. They actually just hired another, I think, 2 drivers down in Alabama, kind of spreading things out down there. So Florida will be a quick move on, hopefully here in the next, I don't know, probably year or so, right around there. Yeah, just buy her some, she's been into making blankets lately. So weird, I guess, crocheting and whatnot. But I can't complain. She's keeping herself busy. It's not an expensive hobby or anything like that. Not like the hobbies I have. Usually, unfortunately, the hobbies that I get, they're ridiculously expensive. You get into firearms, diesel trucks. Yeah, hell, I could have even gotten into gasoline trucks and been a lot cheaper off, but no, we want to get into diesel trucks and stuff. So those are really expensive. Hell, ammunition anymore? Anybody try to find ammunition? Oh man. Trying to find that stuff is like pulling teeth. I actually found a place locally here that does have 223 and 556. And I was able to buy max 200 rounds was all they would allow you to buy. You had to show your driver's license and everything. It kind of sucked. Come to Fort Wayne and take her to the yarn barn. Yep, she's actually been there before. We've got friends who live up in Fort Wayne. It's only about a 2-hour drive from here. Get the Ammo Seek app. I've never heard of that one. I'm going to have to write that one down because I'm always looking for more of that. Ammo Seek. I'll write that down. Thanks, man. The move to Alabama. Unfortunately, we have not moved to Alabama. We just go down there once a month or so to be able to do videos and all of the insight and the tool testing with SP and everything that I need to do and get done down there. So we usually do that once a month. The next time that I'm going to be going down to SP is going to be at the end of January when we get the brand spanking new toolboxes in. We're going to be going through those. It's going to be a really sweet one there. Just picked up 1,500 primers and a new old RVC press for $130 at a pawn shop. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, that is something pretty sweet. We're from Ohio up here. What's the most expensive toolbox I've ever seen? In person was JRC 54's. Jim, he's got a massive Epic Series toolbox, one of the biggest ones that I've ever seen on YouTube. If you guys haven't seen his channel, go to JRC54. He's got the biggest toolbox on YouTube, at least that I've seen. He's got a lot of money on, and he is proud of it, which he very well should be. That's the thing. You can find primers around here all day long. They've got a lot of them in the local shops, just not a lot of the actual shell casings or anything else to do all the pressing and stuff. Yeah, his box is massive. Well, Mark, when we get together and have to get you this wrench, we're going to have to talk more about this 223-556 deal. We're just going to have to get into that one. Yeah. We'll have to talk some more about that one. I know, Larry. I know my little 84-inch box with just 2 cabinets on it. I'm like, oh, right. I got a pretty good box here. And he's got another like 12 feet of toolbox tagged on to that one. But it's all right. He's worked for it. He deserves it. He's got his own shop, and he has kicked ass, taken a lot of names working in the greater Chicago area and making a name for himself and doing a damn good job at it. So, yeah, that's awesome. Well, you know what? I think we're 43 minutes into this little stream here, and we're going to give away our second and final set of tools here. We got about 35, 40 people in here still, which is awesome. Very, very awesome. And I'm going to write down a number. I'll show you guys here first. Don't start guessing yet. I'm not going to start taking guesses until I say go. This is what we're giving away. The gear wrench 10-piece deep bolt biter set. This is the brand new one out in the market. This one is actually still in the casing, still in the plastic rack, you guys see. So you guys, we're going to be sending that one out to a lucky winner. Like to have a toolbox, but I just got mine paid off. Yeah, that's the same here. I get out of the whole mechanic scene, and now I've got paid off my tool debt, and now I'm like, all right, this is nice. but I still have that twitch in my head. Like every time I see the tool trucks parking around, I want to go just in to check and see how those things are. I'm like, wow, that's really awesome, that new tool. Or I'm watching some of the other channels here for the new Tech Series tools that are coming out. I'm like, man, I'd really love to have that. And then I got to think, I'm like, I really don't need that in any way, shape, or form right now. But you know, that's the harsh reality that we live in. You always want to have more. All right, so I'm going to be writing down a number on my little notepad right here. Jack, no, unfortunately, this one, it's so heavy that I would lose my butt out on this one for international shipping on this one. This is going to be US only for the shipping on this one. This thing weighs probably better part of 10-15 pounds. This is a pretty heavy set, so unfortunately, no, it would cost way more than the set would be worth just to ship that one. All right, so we'll look at Occupant coming in the last minute for the giveaway. Figures. Okay, so for this one, we're doing the giveaway for the gear wrench bolt biters, and you're going to be guessing numbers between 1 and 200. And we're starting right now. When I see the numbers on here, I will see the first one, the first person who guesses the correct number. I have written on this piece of paper, I am looking for a certain number that I have written down on this paper. There it is. I already saw it. Somebody guessed it. Ginger_snap. Get my paper. 186 was the number. Hey, guess that one pretty close off right there. Ginger_snap is the winner for the bolt biter set from Gear Wrench. Congratulations. Ginger_snap was the winner. So good to see you on here today. That's not one of the, I guess, the normals that I'm seeing on here. So Ginger_snap, I need you to either email me at therustbeltmechanic@gmail.com, which I will put in here. There's no space in there. It's just therustbeltmechanic@gmail.com. Or you can message me over on Instagram as well. If you have Instagram, one of those two ways, get a hold of me so we can do that one. Charles says, I want the hood light from SP, that new underhood light. Yeah, that new underhood light from SP is pretty freaking amazing. If you guys haven't seen the little video that I did with that one, you guys need to check out SP Tools, their YouTube page, which I will get a link for it here for you guys. Because the little, excuse me, the little video that I did with them on that one turned out freaking amazing. And what? How about that? So the SP Tools USA channel is only at 370 subscribers. So if you guys do me a favor, jump over to that channel right there, SP Tools USA, and give a subscribe to that one, because I do a lot of their tool testing and reviews and everything over there on that channel. So go over there if you guys want to see a really cool review on the underhood work light. Their editing guy did a really good job on that one. That was pretty cool to see. Run a lot of Star Wars reference in on that one. Turned out pretty freaking cool. Know any good scanners to start off with? Around 500 or so. So 500 is about the price range that you're going to be getting into on just beginning at the the bidirectional kind of gig. You're not going to get into full access to all modules, but decent bidirectional coverage, clearing out of a lot of codes, resetting modules and stuff. Some of the launch hardware is going to be pretty good for that amount. Okay, so Tom just sent me the email. So Tom, the winner of that last one, I need you to send me your shipping information and everything as well. Cool, man. Yeah, their channel. So AgTech said they had their podcast channel as well, which they also do have a podcast channel as well, and that is the Cutting Edge Automotive channel. And I'll kind of throw a link to that one in here as well. This is the one that we do all of the interviews with all the different I guess automotive people. They actually just did an interview with Bogey from Bogey's Garage on there. That was a really cool one. Turned out really neat. You know, she's done a really good job in the automotive community trying to get a lot of the women introduced into things, and she's done a great job for herself. Thanks, Steven. I appreciate it, man. Glad seeing you in here today. Why GM Tech 2s are so expensive? Oh, because GM, the Tech 2 subs, their original tools at least, they're just not rebuilding as many of them, and not as many people are selling them right now. So you can get a good, I guess they have a knockoff version of Tech 2s that do fairly decent. Now, they're not going to have 100% great coverage. From what I've seen, you know, maybe have a little bit more warranty issues to them, but the clone Tech 2s are a lot cheaper for that one. Yeah, you can't update them. That was the other thing as well. So we had one of the clone Tech 2s, and it would do the injector coatings on my LBZ. So that's about as much as it would do. But now when we're talking, like if you're trying to do updates on modules and everything, trying to do online stuff, it will not do the connectivity for any of that stuff. So unfortunately, but if you're looking at something to do just the inner workings and all of that one, some of those are pretty simple. So many spam bots on YouTube. Yeah, there generally are. Yep, there generally are quite a lot of them. Earlier, Charles Cassidy asked, are the new toolboxes coming in green? They absolutely are. That is one of the things that we're able to get into the mix, and I want to see if they got them up yet. Give me just a second to see if they got the green ones kind of posted on here yet or not. They did. And you can actually pre-order them. So I am actually going to do a screen share here to be able to show you guys this. I'm going to screen share this one here so you guys can see. He asked about the green toolbox that we're putting out with SP Tools, and that is the brand new green one that you're going to be able to see. And they are actually up for pre-order right now. That just popped up literally, I think, today or yesterday. So you guys can see all the different toolboxes. This is the USA Sumo series. They're coming in black, green, red, blue, and flat black, matte black. And then they are also coming in the different trim colors. You guys can see it's got black trim, chrome trim, It's also going to be available to come in blue trim. I guess you guys can see a little bit of trim there on that one. Not all the options are exactly on here for choosing, but you can see all the different sizes and options of this one. JRC doesn't have a toolbox. That's a tool wall. Yes, it is. So we can see right here our pre-order. We'll just say we want to pre-order one of these. This is the 72-inch, 73-inch version with 2 cabinets on the sides of them. So you've got it, the open and close there. They've got all great 360-degree casters on those. SP does sell workbenches as well, Mark. No, it does not have OD green. These are the only colors that we're going to have as of right now. You've got black, green, red, blue, and matte black. Now, I can also tell you coming up in April, we're going to be able to get one more color on there. If you guys aren't familiar with the Mopar, the newest gray color, which I believe is like a sting gray, was the color of that one. We are going to have like the battleship / sting gray color available for the toolboxes as well. Like I said, they're also going to be able to come in trims of black, chrome, red, and blue, different trim for that one. Yes, SP does have, let me see the workbenches. You can see right here, SP workbenches right here. They've got those available on the workbench stuff. Let's see. Yes, grab your iPad and check the site out. They've got everything on there. Nope, nothing, no white ones, unfortunately, Ag Tech. We had kind of, because these are brand new product line, and honestly, we are not the size of Snap-on and everything. We don't have infinite ordering capabilities. These are the colors that we're going on with this one. What are the pricing on the boxes? Want a small rolling toolbox to move around the shop. So if you want to get these smaller ones, we have, they don't have, well, let's see. They do have smaller ones. Yep. So the smallest one that they're going to have is the 34-inch, 6-inch, or the 6-drawer sumo trade one. And it is going to come standard with a stainless steel top. It doesn't show it real great in the picture, but they have just told me and reassured me that literally every single one that comes out, whether it's the 34-inch or if it's the, they've got the 42-inch, the 59, every single one is going to come standard with a stainless steel top to them. Are SP Air and SP Tools the same company? So that is a very good question. Do they have your sponsored toolbox yet? No, the Rust Belt Mechanic one is not available on here yet. We have to wait to get the boxes before we can do the different designs on those. SP Air and SP Tools are 2 different tool companies, but they were under the same roof at one point. SP Air was invented under SP Tools when it was in the Oztech Industries platform. So SP Air was made from the company Oztech Industries when it's out of Australia. They sold and used those primarily. They're manufactured out of Japan. So they ended up making the SP Air brand. After making the SP Air brand, Oztech Industries also made SP Tools. This was like 40 years ago or something like that. And thanks, Ginger Snap. Hey, I really appreciate that, man. You didn't need to do that. I appreciate it. Well, they ended up making SP Tools as well. After that, SP Tools ended up taking off, and the original owners, the guys who kind of made with the SP Air brand, wanted back into the mix. So Oztech Industries sold SP Air back off to the one of the guys who originally made it out of Japan. So it went to a Japanese company. Now, as of recently, SP Air was sold to another tool company. I am not 100% sure on exactly which company, but they are also they're a Japanese tool company as well still. SP Air still does really close mesh knit work with SP Tools. So we run through SP Tools. We run all of SP Air products, which are really, really great pneumatic tools. The great air tools that they make, they're all Japanese hardened steel. They're fantastic air tools, and we're going to be seeing a lot more of those come out here in the United States as well. Yes, the options are very good on these boxes, especially for this price. I mean, to be honest, what other toolboxes in the market right now are you able to get all the different pieces that you see here in this setup for under $9,000? Not too many of them. You know, these ones, they're coming with 6 casters on the main box. You got the pair on each one of your cabinets. The toolbox comes standard with the stainless steel top, so it's not an additional $600 add-on or whatever. You're going to have power built into the riser, flush mount into the riser in the back. The riser also has lights already built into it. That's not an additional thing that you have to buy as well. So lights are going to be built into the riser. You've got availability to put power in through all of the boxes here for the cabinets. They've got little ports here to be able to come in and through to put power into them. Cabinets are really nice as well. All of the drawers on the toolbox are all dampened closed drawers. So if you guys know a lot about these dampening drawers on a lot of the smaller line boxes, the cheaper ones that are from some of the home tool stores, you know that they had some issues with those. Well, we ended up finding a new company who kind of came out with a whole new dampening system for these drawers and are able to handle the weight of a heavy duty toolbox. So dampening drawers throughout everything right there. And the best, coolest thing that you guys can know about these toolboxes is the weight class and how much weight they're going to be able to hold, not only in the entire toolbox, but in each one of the drawers. So the steel that this is made out of is going to be 14 gauge steel throughout the entire box. Now, if you guys know your steel through like what the other tool manufacturers use, like my Snap-on Epic box, they use 18 gauge steel throughout the majority of it, and then they use 16 gauge steel, they use 16 gauge steel throughout the majority of the box, and then they use 18 gauge steel in the drawers. This one is going to use 14 to 14 and a half gauge steel throughout everything. That's the sides, it's going to be the top, the drawers, everything is going to use that thick gauge steel to be able to handle everything. So it's going to be really great. The locking mechanism on each one of the drawers, they are a pull-up, so kind of like the Snap-on Epic series, where you have to pull up to unlatch it, but it is going to be built into a standard hard molded front lip to the drawer. I know these pictures don't exactly show it, so if this is the lip of the drawer, I would be able to reach underneath of it and kind of push up, and there would be a kind of lip to push up and unlatch with inside of that lip to unlatch the drawers. Yes, it's going to be a very, very heavy duty box. The standard box right there, like just the main 73-inch portion of the box, I believe without the stainless top, is going to run 750 pounds. So a really, really heavy duty box. It's going to be It's going to be something pretty freaking amazing. And like I said, $89.95 is going to be the price on those. And I'm pretty sure that the Rust Belt code is still valid on those boxes. So 10% off of $89.95. What am I saying? That's going to be a pretty freaking great deal for those. That's going to be pretty awesome. Yep, green and black trim. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I believe they're going to be like 26 and a half or 27 inches deep is the depth on these boxes. So it's not quite the depth of the Snap-on Epic series, which I believe is like 29 or 30 inches on that one. So not quite the same depth, but like I said, 73-inch width on the triple bay. But again, the difference in this one, my Epic toolbox, when I purchased my Epic series, the MSRP on that one with the main part of the box, now I know mine's an 84-inch one, but even if I was to go down to get like the 68-inch series or something along those lines, with 2 lockers and a riser, you're going to be looking at right around 30 grand. $30,000 to get that kind of a setup in an Epic series. Pretty costly there. Pretty crazy. And this one, like you guys can see, $89.95. I'd say that's a pretty darn nice little setup, especially for the cost. That's why I'm like, these things are going to sell out pretty darn quick. I'm glad they're finally getting them up on the site to be able to see everything there in everybody's eyes right there off the bat. But yeah, that's the new boxes that are coming out. I do like this red, especially the rack with the red with the black trim. That'll be a pretty neat looking box too. Be pretty amazed to see that one. I'm kind of looking forward to that one, as well as the flat black with the blue trim. That's just my kind of thing. Yep, pretty neat stuff. See, now that you get a look at this website, you guys will begin looking through this one a lot. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I got to get some dinner going here. I know Captain Ron's up there starting everything. We're having some people over and having a good time, still continuing on with the holiday season. We've got New Year's coming up next week, which I want to do a nice giveaway for that one too. So make sure you guys keep up on the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss out on cool stuff like these awesome live streams, to be able to hang out, just enjoy a good old-fashioned time here with us, with everybody here in the tool community. Love it. Make sure before you guys head out, please, I appreciate if you hit that thumbs up button. Always great to see you guys coming in here. I really want to see more of you guys, so make sure if you guys have any other ideas for video entries or anything that you guys want to see coming up in the new year, feel free to send me a message over on Instagram or email me anytime at therustbeltmechanic@gmail.com. You guys can reach me anytime there. I generally love to get back with pretty much anybody as quick as possible. I don't like to blow off people at all, especially if you guys are taking time out of your day to write messages to me. I'm going to take time out of my day to write messages back, just to show you guys how much I do really appreciate that one. Well, anyways, you guys go and have yourself a nice evening. I appreciate you tuning in. As always, you guys stay awesome.